Hey guys, this is Etnoid, aka Noid WTF. About a month ago I put up a teaser video and I said I'd be putting out some commentary sometime soon. Well, the PSN got hacked, I had spring finals, and I had to start the summer semester, which still doesn't end until sometime around mid-June. But without further ado, here's my first commentary. Alright, the first thing you'll notice about me is probably that well, sorry about that, that was my ringtone. Well, text message tone, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's the Power Rangers one, so I admit I'm a bit of a nerd, but whatever. But like I was saying, one thing you'll notice about me is that I usually start off with one or two failures, like you just saw, and then I go on a tiny bit of a rampage. I think I have 2 Blackbirds on here, so I mean that's at least 2 7-kill streaks. But basically the topic in this first video is going to be about kill streaks. First of all, I'm going to talk about what I'm using in this particular game and why. Then I'm going to talk about my favorites. I have a top 4 list compiled. And then I'm going to go talk about how I choose which kill streaks I want to use for each map or whatever upcoming game is coming up. But okay, the first thing, like I said, I'm using counter spy plane in here, then napalm, and finally blackbird, which I did not realize during the game. I get a blackbird and I'm trying really hard to build up for dogs, and then I forget that I actually had napalm turned on instead of the usual counter spy plane, blackbird, and dogs setup. Yeah, I was using counter spy plane because there was a contract for it initially, like maybe 10 games before this, and then I just realized how effective it was. Like, it keeps the enemy from knowing where you were, so they can rack up however many 3 kill streaks they want, or 2 kill streaks if they're using hardline, and nothing really happens. So that's always a good thing to have, especially if the other team is good and they get blackbirds constantly. You just throw up a counter spy plane and you know they're going to get pissed off. So that's why I was using the counter spy plane. And then napalm, I stupidly forgot to change that, so there's no real specific reason for that. I was using napalm for, I think, Nuketown before this, and it's really effective there if you put it in the middle by the buses or whatever. And then Blackbird, I just always run that. You'll probably never see me not run Blackbird because it helps the team out a lot. It helps me out pretty much anytime I run it. So, well, of course, if the other team runs counter spy plane, like I said, then it's not so helpful, but whatever. Okay, moving on to my favorites, the top 4 list. Counter spy plane is probably my 4th favorite, so I've already really explained why that is. But napalm, I like that because not only can you get a few kills when you drop it down, but you can also get some more kills when an idiot runs into it, or I guess a smart guy who just walks into this stupid invisible fire, which pisses me off personally. And then you kind of control where the enemy is going. If you put that napalm in the enemy's spawn, they only really have 1 or 2 ways they can go. So it's pretty easy to predict where they're going, and you have like a spy plane of some sort without actually having one. Then they're dogs. Dogs are not my first favorite kill streak, but they're really good. They wreak havoc on the enemy team for a full minute. They can't really do anything but hide in corners and try to shoot the enemy team down, or the enemy dogs down. So that's why I like those. But then finally, the blackbirds are on top for the reasons I've already explained. It's just a good way to guarantee your final kill streak. They help out the team. I mean, so many games have been saved by the fact that I had a blackbird. We were losing a domination match by about 100 points. I put on a blackbird and we were able to pull out a win somehow. Okay, right here I steal my brother's kill. But lastly, like I said, I was going to talk about how I choose kill streaks for each map in like the upcoming game. Like, first off, for my lowest kill streak, I always try to choose a spy plane or counter spy plane. If I feel like my teammates can get a spy plane or a few spy planes throughout the game, then I'll just choose a counter spy plane, since that leaves the enemy team pretty much helpless and confused throughout the match. And I don't know. They're just both pretty helpful. Like, I'll choose spy plane, I guess, if I don't really have enough faith in my teammates that they're even going to be pulling out any 3-kill streaks, or if I think that a lot of them are going to be using something stupid like an RCXC. But for my next kill streak, I try to look at the game mode. Like, if it's an objective type game, like domination or capture the flag, then I'll try to use a napalm, since you can prevent the other team from capturing flags while your team can go rack up kills or capture the B flag, which is really hard in some places like Havana or whatever. But if it's just a team deathmatch or free for all, then I'll just skip all the way to Blackbird for my second kill streak. Finally, when choosing my highest kill streak, aka B streak, I look at the actual content of the maps, like if there are a lot of buildings or flat open land. If there are buildings, like on Kowloon, Summit, whatever, aka Camper's Paradise maps, then I'll try to run dogs, and they just go in all the corners where the enemies aren't going. But if I'm feeling like extremely confident, I'll run a Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, Attack Dogs, whatever, like I did in my last video, the teaser video. And this video is kind of cut short, and I can't even show the select menu with the scores on it because everyone got kicked out. I even got kicked out, so I wasn't able to press select and show you guys. But that's it for my first video. You guys can like, subscribe, post comments, suggestions, etc.
Counter spy plane up. They're blind. Losing B. SR-71 ready for launch.